Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is RTD and this is my Not So Secret Diary. Okay, so today I'm doing another makeup video. It's not tutorial video, yeah, whatever. So if you've seen some of my other makeup videos, the link's in the description box below if you want to check them out. Now, I generally tend to do just video where I'm doing my makeup and there's some nice music playing in the background. I got some feedback from some friends. They said it was very soothing and calming to watch someone do their makeup without all the chit chat. But today I'm trying to do something very different where I actually talk about the makeup I'm applying, how I apply it, just a little bit of like info. So this video will be very different from the kind of videos that I have been uploading. Comment in the section below to let me know which would you rather watch, something like this or something that I've already been doing. That'll like really help me make better videos. So without further ado, let's get into this look which I'm trying to do. I'm really into like orange eyeshadow looks, like orange tones, red tones with some glitter and stuff. Like I'm really into that, but I'm not sure if it suits my skin tone, so let me know at the end of this video if you thought it suits me or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it anyway. So yeah, let's get into the first step. So I've prepped my skin, I'm moisturized, I have tone and whatever it is that you do before. Okay, so the first step I will be doing is my eyes, because I just don't like all the fallout after I've done my base and then I do my eyes. There's like all this fallout. So I don't like that happening. That's why I do my eyes first. Okay, so before I get started with my eyes, I think it's a very important step to put on some eyeshadow primer. I have this one from Jordana and I've been using this for ages. It's not the best. And I don't know. It's not the best. I haven't used a lot of these products, but I just feel it's so important because I get all these creases happening in my lids. But this is what I have, so this is what I use. And here we go. Okay, now that I've blended that pretty well, I will try to put on some base. So every eyeshadow palette normally has a nice base tone that you can always dip into. You can, like, some people prefer putting concealer on, but because I get so many creases, like I like to put minimum products and not make it too heavy so the eyeshadow can actually do its thing. And I will have to touch up the eyeshadow every now and then because the crease will happen because I have oily eyelids. Anyways, so today I'm using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. Note, this is not the real palette. There's a whole video about me trying out fake makeup. I will link that in the description below as well. But the thing is, I picked up a bunch of fake stuff. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. Although I understand the risks of using fake makeup. This just works. Like, I haven't had any problem. Like, I don't see... I like it. So if you're interested in that video where I try a bunch of like designer fake makeup, check out the video below, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. And I'm going to start with the Demure color here because it's closer to my skin tone, I feel, and it'll make a nice base. So I'm just using a fluffy blush brush and we're going in with that. And the idea is to set that primer that we had just used because it does not completely prevent creases happening. So now that I have my base all set for my eyeshadow, I will go ahead and quickly just give it a bit of spritz with this COVERGIRL makeup spray. Again, an extra step I have to take to make sure my lids don't crease, so this is like something I do. You don't have to do this if you don't have the lid creasing problem, but I like to make sure I do everything in my power to stop my lids from creasing. So here we go. Do not spray directly into your eyes. You just really want to make the mist come through with it. So I'm gonna wait for a while that just settles. Okay, so now it's pretty much dry and I think it's quite set. I am going to go in with this color called Henna over here. It's a very pretty orange color. I have the fake Huda Beauty Topaz palette, which is like all orange tones, but I needed some black in here too, so I went for this one. Again, with the fluffy brush, I'm just picking up some of that orangey color and I am going to pat that into my crease and corners. I don't want this color covering the entire lid, but just a little tinge in the corner is what I'm after. And I think it's doing a good job there. Okay, so we've put a bit of orange in the corners there, and that's kind of pretty much all the eyeshadow I'm using today. Like, I don't want to overdo it because it's kind of like a take on the smoky look. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is apply some tape to make sure my wing is correct, because God help me, I can't draw a good wing to save my life. So I've got this little paper tape thing going, and I'm just going to line that with, there we go. I'm going to do it one at a time, obviously. I'm using this Marc Jacobs eyeliner mini thing that I got in one of the Sephora favorites. It's pretty pigmented. It's a roll up like this, very black. Now I'm not using a liquid liner here because I want to blend the blackness into my lid, so liquid liner would not work with that. Okay, so while I still have the washi tape on, I am going to pick up some black from my palette. It's called Black Truffle. Right here we go. I'm going to pick it from this end of the brush. Obviously, pick it with this brush here and just a little bit. And I will go ahead and smudge some of this black. Okay, so now that I've smudged the black out pretty well, it doesn't look very shiny and sticky, it looks pretty matte, but still looks like eyeliner. I need it to look a bit more faded. So I'm gonna go in with this Sigma angle brush that I have and pick up some more of that henna color. And I will smudge just over that again with this, like so. And there we have it. We have kind of like faded the darkness of the black into the orange, which is exactly what I was going for. And I kind of like that look. Now you want to go in with your fluffy brush and just blend so it doesn't look chalky. You just want to blend that out a little bit. I'm not at all worried that the blackness or the darkness of it is gone because the mascara will pop that right back. And there we go. Beautiful. And that's the eye look that I was going for. And I'll replicate that on this side and just get back to you. Okay, so there we have the eyes all ready. I think I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna pop on some mascara. The bottom we're going to do after the foundation is done, so we'll just hold off with that for now. The mascara I'm using is again another mini I got in one of those packs that I always buy. It's the Tarte Gifted Mascara, and I think this mascara is just so good. I mean, like, you get false like lashes with no effort at all, and I just love it. I'll show you the wand. It's quite a big one. It's pretty much general like type of one. It's just like not plastic, or maybe it is, I don't really know. It just works really well. I know this video is getting pretty long, so if you are still here with me, still watching, comment below mascara, so I know that most of you were like still with me at this stage. It's very encouraging. Also, if you enjoy these kinds of videos, consider subscribing, because I have a lot of makeup that I want to try and I want to show you guys. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. I have lots of stuff that I want to do that you might find interesting. Look at that. That is just mascara. There is no falsies in there. And this has no mascara. And this has mascara. And this is the bomb mascara. The bomb. Okay, so now that the mascara has gone on, I will go ahead and do my face. To start off with the face, I like to prep my skin with a good primer. And this is the one I use. It's Baby Skin by Maybelline. It's an instant pore eraser primer. You must have seen that this is the only one I use in all of my videos, because this is the only one I have right now. I was going to go out and buy the e.l.f. one, but I haven't been able to go out, obviously, so I'm just stuck with this. It's almost finished. Generally it's not a bad primer, especially if you have oily skin, but it does not instantly erase pores, because as you can see, my pores are pretty major and they're still there after my final step. So this is what it looks like. It's very clear and almost very silicone kind of texture. If you're not into that, this might not be the product for you, but I just like to smooth it out all over my skin. I feel the heat in your hands make it melt and like gel with your skin more, rather than using a brush. And that's pretty much all you need to like have a smooth application. I focus on my nose and my pore areas, but generally everywhere. There we go. Okay, so the next thing I use is an under eye primer. This is by e.l.f. Because my under eyes, like I have a lot of like crow's feet and smile lines and stuff, and as the day goes on, my under eyes, the foundation or concealer that I've put under there kind of like begins to crack, and it like gets in there and it's like really nasty. So this is meant to help with that. It does, but I haven't had an all day wear with this on. And yeah, let's try this. I just do that on both sides and I try to like really mix it in. So now that I've got the under eye primer in, I am going to spritz my face with a mist of this setting spray. I know this is meant to use after, but like I like to set my base before I put foundation on, so things don't generally move. So this is another, I spray this a lot. Well, now as you can see, I have a lot of stuff going on. These are pimple scars from past couple of months. They're stress pimples, they're junk food pimples, they're just stuff that has happened to my face and it's annoying. But good thing I have good foundation to cover that up and concealer. So now is when I would... Okay, I'm going to talk about these concealers. I'm going to talk about these foundations with you. Now, if you haven't seen some of my other videos, you notice that I generally mix two foundations together to get the perfect tone. And it's just that the companies never really get you exact tone right. So if you mix two foundations, chances are that you get a better thing. And you can always like mix like a little bit of that, a little bit of that, or like in your proportion to get the right shade. So I have here Clinique Even Better Makeup, and it's got SPF 15 and it's in the shade Deep Neutral. I feel like it oxidizes and becomes darker, so I put a pump of MILANI number 7. It's it's a very good full coverage foundation as well, and it's a bit more ashy to use by itself, but like I mixed the two and I'm quite happy with that. And today I am going to use my paddle brush to apply this makeup. So first I would just mix that and dab some on. Now as this goes on, you can see the coverage is a little bit too ashy for me, but it will oxidize and become like really good. This brush is so good. Like, I normally use a sponge, as you may have seen in my other videos. Like, I love using a sponge, but the sponge really takes up a lot of your makeup. Like, it really sucks it up, and then when you're washing it, it all comes out in the basin. Now, the other reason that I don't like to use Clinique on its own is because the texture is not amazing. It just doesn't really cover up. It doesn't have that much coverage to really cover up my scars. So on its own, it's not a great product for me. In fact, I could actually go without it, but I bought it. It was expensive, so I'm gonna use it. Whatever. But now, as you can see, I've done the rest of my face, but my under eyes are still, I haven't like put foundation there. So this is where I would like take the number 7, slightly lighter shade than the rest of my face, and also it's a foundation and concealer, so I normally go again with this as concealer and just get it in there. But I used to like I like to use a sponge with a tippy thing to put that in there, like a wet sponge. So this sponge here is from a brand called Nomi. I just like it because it's a squishy and it's got that sharp tip there. So I'm just gonna go in with my foundation / concealer and dab a little bit just there, not too much. I'm gonna dip the tip in and apply. See how much like stuff it absorbs? Like, it's crazy how much stuff it absorbs. And I'm just gonna dab that in there, kind of form a V. And I use a little bit of this on my nose bridge because I have some, I don't know what it is, I think it's pigmentation or just some shadow on my nose that I like to conceal. And then just generally the darker spots. I should use color correction, but I don't know how. So if you know how to use color correction and what color I should use and when I should use it, like before, after, I don't really know. Let me know in the comments below. That would be like really helpful information for me. But right now I just try to like mask it with my concealer and hope for the best. Now once I have put on some concealer, as you can see, it feels a bit ashy. It needs to blend a bit more. So even though I have gone in with the brush, I will just generally tap all over my face with this sponge just to get the excess out, blend it better, get rid of some streaks from the brush that might have occurred, all of that good stuff. Now, one thing we forget about is our ears. Obviously they look very pink if you don't put any foundation on them, and you can't really go in with a brush in them, so I use my sponge and just do my ears like that. Tip for you, use sponges on your ears. Okay, now I have this other little sponge from the same brand, and I use this dry to apply my powder to bake. I don't really bake, I don't really get like baking, but I tried to, and it just really just sits in my fine lines and it just doesn't work. So I don't like to bake. I'm using this powder called Crop. It's in translucent. And there you have it, guys. After putting on some lipstick, this is what the final look has turned out as. And let me know in the comments below what you thought about this look. Give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.